the story of Krishna and Govardhan Hill, Govardhan Leela. For centuries, the people of Vrindavan and Gokul had been worshipping Indra, the god of rain. They would organize grand Indra yajnas, sacrifices, for good rainfall and abundant harvests. Krishna's intervention, the young Krishna questioned this age-old practice. He explained to the residents of Gokul that Indra was merely performing his duty, while Govardhan Hill was the one who provided them with real sustenance. The hill provided grass, which sustained their cattle. The hill offered medicinal herbs and clean water. The hill sheltered their land. Convinced by Krishna's reasoning, the residents of Gokul decided to worship Govardhan Hill instead of Indra that year. They performed a ritualistic worship of the hill and the cows, known as Govardhan Puja. Indra's ego and wrath. When Indra learned that his worship had been halted, his ego was deeply hurt. He felt insulted by a mere child, Krishna, and some cowherds. To take revenge for the insult and prove his power, Indra commanded the clouds known for destruction, Samvartaka, to unleash a torrential downpour upon Vrindavan. For 7 days and 7 nights, such a terrible rain fell that Gokul was flooded. Lightning flashed, and the entire region began to drown. The people of Gokul and their cattle became extremely terrified. The divine display and shelter. The frightened residents rushed to Krishna for help, knowing that Krishna's suggestion was the cause of this calamity. Without any agitation, Krishna lifted the entire Govardhan Hill on his smallest finger, Kanishta, just as a child would lift a mushroom. Krishna provided shelter to all the residents of Gokul, their cattle, and their possessions underneath the hill. Everything beneath the hill remained dry and safe. Krishna stood holding the mountain for 7 days, never wavering for a moment, protecting his devotees. Indra's repentance. Indra used all his might, but he could not break Krishna's resolve. When he saw that all his reign was in vain and all the residents of Gokul were safe, he realized that Krishna was not an ordinary child, but God himself, the Supreme Being. His ego was shattered. He immediately descended to earth and fell at Krishna's feet, begging for forgiveness. He admitted his mistake of becoming arrogant due to his power. Then, Krishna gently placed Govardhan Hill back on the ground. Indra addressed Krishna by the name Govinda, the one who gives pleasure to the cows, and performed his abhishek, anointment. The deeper meaning of the story: destruction of ego. This story teaches that the ego born of power, position, or strength always fails, just as Indra's did. Importance of karma and ecology. Krishna emphasized the importance of action, karma, and the environment. He taught that we must respect the things that directly sustain our lives, like Govardhan Hill.
Jai Shri Krishna.